CMBio Innovations is a UK-based life sciences company. Our mission is to develop instruments and assays which provide human relevant and predictive information for the pharmaceutical industry. There are three things that I believe really differentiate CMBio Innovations. The first is our products and assays. These combine biology which faithfully recapitulates the phenotype and function of cells in the human body with a usable format that every scientist should be familiar with. The second is our strong scientific track record. We've published extensively on drug metabolism, toxicology and disease modelling. And lastly is the robustness of our products. In a recent study, together with the FDA, we demonstrated how our organ-chip technology can be used in labs across the world. The drug discovery process is inefficient, with a large number of new medicines reaching the clinic and failing to gain regulatory approval. In part, this is due to the absence of good preclinical models, be they animal models or in vitro models. The technologies CMBio develops allow our clients to more rapidly, cheaply and accurately select compounds for progression to the clinic. This should ultimately mean brought to patients more rapidly.
At CMBio, using our PhysioMimix organ-on-a-chip technology, we've developed a number of drug metabolism and toxicological applications. For example, using our liver-on-a-chip model, we can assess drug-induced liver injury. We do this by using a wide variety of different metrics and endpoints to assess cell health and cell damage. And in particular, we focus on the use of clinical biomarker endpoints. So the same as what is used on patient samples in the clinic to allow translational data to be generated using our liver-on-a-chip platform. We also have models of the human lung and human intestine to assess toxicological effects in those organs. And then we can combine these organ models together in our multi-organ platforms to allow us to assess organ-organ crosstalk, metabolite-driven toxicity, and on and off-target effects of particular compounds of interest. We combine our organ-on-a-chip studies with systems biology and mathematical modelling to allow translational data to be generated from the organ-on-a-chip technology and compared more closely to clinical data. Recently co-published with our collaborators at the Centre for Drug Evaluation Research at the FDA. This was the first co-publication between a regulator and an organ-on-a-chip developer. We demonstrated the reliability and robustness of our PhysioMimix organ-on-a-chip platform for drug metabolism and toxicological studies. We compared the performance of our platform to standard techniques for culturing human liver cells, and we demonstrated that the human liver cells have greater levels of functionality and are much longer lived than they are using standard approaches of 2D culture or 3D spheroids, making the platform very usable in drug discovery and drug development.
This is the PhysioMimix organ-on-chip system. The system is comprised of a controller that sits outside of the incubator, which is connected inside of the incubator to a docking station. That docking station can host 3 drivers on which the plates are connected as well. To set up your experiment, just simply select the plate you want and then press play on the program you want. It's very user-friendly, very easy to set up. You do not need an engineer in your lab. It helps researchers easily transition from 2D cell culture to 3D cell culture using consumable plates that are open well, large volumes as well. It opens the route to long-term cell cultures, and also the fact that now you can interconnect 2 organs together really widen the spectrum of topics and applications you can do, as you can now understand how organs communicate with one another.
When a customer buys a product, they buy an easy-to-use, reliable and robust system that any trained biologist can use in their own lab. They can integrate that into their workflows, and it's flexible, so they can do whatever experiments they need to address their own problems. For a customer who needs a rapid solution to a specific question, CMBio's expert scientists can design, perform and analyse an experiment in our own laboratories. It can be the perfect solution for a customer who maybe is operating a virtual operation or doesn't wish to bring all their testing in-house. CMBio Innovations spun out of the University of Oxford in 2008. Since that time, we've worked with world-leading academic collaborators, including MIT, University of Cambridge and Vanderbilt University, to develop a technology which brings organ-on-chip to industry researchers in pharma.
Ultimately, I hope CMBio can contribute to a future where drugs are discovered more quickly, brought to patients more cheaply and through the use of less animal experimentation.